So you guys had a fresh storm last week. There's some goods coming out of there. Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. So fill me in. What is the tally so far? Is everybody picking up? Are some of the new guys getting some traction?
Yeah,
Or fill me in.
Ethan's
The
actually
good, the
blown
bad, and
up
the
with
ugly.
referrals this week.
Good.
I think he has one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 contracts this week,
Nice.
leading the
Who?
way.
Wesley?
So, Ethan.
Ethan, the new kid?
Ethan, as in, he started this year.
I thought, wait, where did he come from?
He came from Paychecks. He's the guy that we wanted to get rid of, and then we just didn't get rid of him.
Oh, the negative Nancy guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
weird.
I had a long talk with him last week, and he's motivated now, so
All right. Well, that's good. Yeah, just
I'll
make
accept
sure.
8 contracts this week.
Yeah, and sell the shit out of it. Like every time when they do something good, recognition, positive, challenge them. Dude, that's if you can do that every day this week, like this is where you'd be at the end of the month. I mean, is that something you're interested in doing? Like you'd get
Mhm.
ahead of this person.
Right.
Can I count? I
We
mean,
have
you know,
we have a contest. Well, we will for each week of June, so that'll
okay,
be good.
excellent. So Ethan's
Oh,
got
my one light's out right now. I'm just in the dark.
I have a
Yeah, so
giant
the contest for this week is person with the most contracts turned in by the end of the week gets $500, and whoever turns in 10 scopes gets $1,500.
nice. Perfect.
That's this week. Individuals. I think we're going to switch back and forth between individual and pair um, contests.
Contests. Yeah. That's a good
Yeah.
idea. Mix it up a little bit. That's good. And
hmm
different things are going to kind of motivate different people, you know. So sometimes some people are motivated by competition. Sometimes people are motivated just because there's a buzz, like there's an energy and they want to be a part of that. Some people are motivated by cash money. Like, I don't know what it is about seeing cash, but people are just like, I need that.
hmm
Like if you go to a
Well,
sales meeting, you just like
this area is
have
an
$100
hour
bills.
away from the office, so
Well, all that means is that they need to do some planning. I mean, it's like just stack your day. You know, if you're going to be in the neighborhood from 4:30 to 8, then just pack all your shit in with that time so you're not an hour there, an hour back, and then you're going to eat lunch at home, and then an hour there, and then an hour back. It's
oh no, these guys are out at like the morning and
okay.
not leaving until like 8 p.m.
Perfect. And you know what,
hmm
Allison? One thing too is just kind of continue to like develop the culture. Like we just hustle. Like this is what we do this time of year. Like make hay when the sun's shining. You know,
Right.
kind of glorify that type of work ethic. Like, dude, dusk till dawn or dawn till dusk. They're not vampires. Maybe
Oh,
they are. I don't know.
be out there at 2 a.m. with some headlamps.
Yep, just
Um,
knocking on people's doors.
no, that's one thing that I went over in the sales meeting this week because I moved it up to 10 a.m. so they could have the rest of the day out in Pinckney. So that's one thing that I covered. I was like, listen, guys, this time, like, when we get a new storm like this, you need to be out every single day for
Yep.
the next 2, 3, 4 weeks. I was like, if you're not out there every day, like, even if you miss a few days or you miss a week, you're just shooting yourself in the foot because that's just saying, no, I don't want any money.
Right, like you need to kind of sell, and some of these guys are already in that mindset, but particularly when you get the newer guys on, or maybe they haven't done something like this, it's
hmm
like kind of like promoting and glorifying that hustling lifestyle. That's like, guys, listen, we take months off in the winter to enjoy the fruits of our labor, but that type of freedom is earned, not given. Like this
Right,
is the time.
exactly.
Like, go out there, be okay with busting your ass from sunup to sundown for a few months of the year, because that's what's going to allow you to take 3 full months off and have money in the bank to go to
hmm
Mexico, do whatever, buy a truck, do whatever you want. But
Yep.
now is not the time to feel tired or feel
Take a day
sorry for
off,
yourself.
relax, and
Right.
that kind of stuff.
This is
But
not the time. Right.
we had our guys, Cody and Scott were both out Saturday and Sunday in the rain in 55-degree weather.
Excellent.
So that's one thing that we went over during the sales meeting too. I was like,
right.
Guys, Cody did 2 inspections in the rain on Sunday.
No excuses.
There's no reason right now where you shouldn't be out every single day out there. Right. If you need to buddy up and carpool, whatever.
Do it. Yeah. Fine. And that's a great thing to do too. It's like, I love that because since this area of damage is, like you said, like an hour away, and I know you guys are already kind of doing this, but just to kind of piggyback onto that, it's like now, guys, you guys are going to be working like really close to each other. Partner up, like carpool, meet up at 8 in the morning, go down there, take turns driving, and that'll give you some accountability. You'll stay out there. You guys can grab lunch in the middle of the day together, talk about where you're at, and then go back out and then drive home together like that. So there's, just make it a culture, and promote the shit out of it.
Well, I'm making it like a big kind of team thing. That's what we did last Thursday. We had a blitz, and then going out again tomorrow for most of the day. I'll be out from like noon till the rest of the day.
How did last week? Did you guys organize? So you did a blitz on Thursday. What happened?
How was the attendance? It actually worked out great, but our main focus was kind of because there were a ton of companies out that day, so we focused on setting inspections, but also trying to get inspections on the spot too, just so we can get some signs in the yard. Yeah. And I think we ended up getting 15 contracts that day.
On Thursday, bam, that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So it worked out well. So we're continuing that. But they've been out every day with other people too, if there wasn't a set blitz in place. So
terrific.
That's working out well. We have like a group text going on. They're like, hey, who's in this area? Let's go knock, blah, blah, blah. So
perfect.
It's working out well.
And this again just goes to show like a day that you guys organized activity, it produced 15 contracts that day. Not even 15 appointments, 15 contracts came out of there. Now, on top of that, aside from the actual tangible immediate results that you could go, this is how many contracts, this is how many appointments we set. On top of that, you have to think about the residuals that are going to come from that. From that batch of activity right there, there's going to be more interest. People are going to be asking questions, talking to their neighbors. Referrals are going to happen. All that stuff is going to happen. So if you guys can, and really you, because you're kind of the leader of the pack here as a sales manager, if you can continue to do at a bare minimum one organized team day like that per week, every week, it's just going to snowball and snowball. I mean, everything is going to have a snowball effect, the residual referrals and appointments and just kind of buzz around the activity in the neighborhood is going to grow. And you're going to be creating habits in these guys that now just kind of become, like the more appointments they get set up on that one day of the blitz, and I don't know what just happened to your screen, but you just got blacked out, which is, you actually look black for once, but like jet black.
Yep, you just did the same thing, which was strange because you're super white.
Super white. But that's the cool thing is like, if you guys continue to do that one batch of activity every single week, like these guys are just going to constantly be busy because their own personal schedules are going to fill up. It's just not going to stop, but you have to keep it going, and you just have to.
And that's actually the great thing about, so I don't know if I told you this, but so there's one main subdivision, which is just huge, but there's only one street to go in on, and that's the street that Scott went to the first night, and it's just like EcoStar, like down the road. Perfect. I should send you a video because Scott took a video driving through, and just
cha-ching,
and that was at the end of the day on Thursday, so there's even more out now. But it's gonna be perfect because we're doing our first build on Saturday. Perfect. So we're gonna have a knocking blitz then too.
Perfect.
And I have build flyers. That's one thing that I want to cover in the call.
Okay.
The wording of it, but I want to hand that out tomorrow for them to use Thursday and Friday, and then on Saturday too while the build's going on.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that'll be good. One cool thing though is So Ethan, all of his contracts from this week, all 8 of them are all referrals. So I
Excellent.
think he's knocked on the, I'm not even sure how many doors, but he's just been booked with referrals. I talked to him earlier, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm about to head to an inspection now. Then I have a adjuster meeting, and then I have another referral, like in another neighborhood too." So it's perfect
Excellent.
because they're kind of branching out. But the big thing with them is the area in general is kind of small, so they need set. Like we went over set territories, but then they started getting referrals in other people's areas too.
Sure.
So got met with them since I'm not out there today at 3 o'clock to kind of get a set system. So
Okay.
Scott's also very good at like my little kind of field manager out
Right.
there. I'm
Perfect.
not out there.
And you know,
So
they don't need to get too. I mean, my personal opinion on this, even when I was selling, was like, I mean, don't be like knocking my street, but I don't give a shit if you get a referral in my neighborhood. Like, I'm not going to be butthurt over it. You know, at the end of the
right,
day,
that's exactly what I told them too.
yeah,
That like if you're getting referrals, like that referral is your referral.
yeah, it's
But
yours.
if you already see a bunch of EcoStar signs on the road, like don't knock between them because chances are we've probably already knocked some of those doors. And I don't care if you're like, well, business, like if we can get as much business as possible for EcoStar, because you don't want to end up harassing the people and then just losing the business either.
Sure. Yeah, and there's two ways to look at it too, because sometimes the person who's supposed to be in that area is kind of dropping the ball. It's like, okay, so because technically it's your street,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not out there, nobody else should go in there. Like that doesn't make sense. So that's why you have to
Well, right.
they have to maintain ownership. I'm throwing that word around kind of loosely here, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, stay in there. You should be in there. There shouldn't be opportunity because the opportunity that your teammate has to go and knock those doors means that 5 other companies could be capitalizing on that opportunity to knock those doors because you're not in there. You know,
Right.
don't spend the night there, but you know, it's just kind of there's no right or wrong, you know, way to look at it, but that's just a couple things to sort of bring up and
Mm-hmm.
you know. So, okay. What else? What else is going on here?